It's 6:48 on the 29th of October, and this is for the interest of those that have been benefiting and enjoying Brexit and that have been enjoying COVID-19 and the health and wealth recovery that I'm responsible for in this country. In the best interest of children, I would advise anyone that is participating in false reporting to be fully cognizant of the injustice, discrimination, and inequality that my little boy has suffered since January 2017 as a consequence of unlawful care orders and false reporting. As a mother, I'm sure there are many out there that will be able to empathise with how I feel regarding crime against my crime prevention. So I would hope there wouldn't be individuals that are already liable and that are of liability coveting from my personal belongings. The bunch of keys from 18 Rock Street still haven't been located, and the items and contents of that apartment are still stolen items. So those that are offending whistleblower protection law and my royal titles, please be aware how I am treating this situation with all the crime prevention north and south of the border of Ireland and Great Britain, with the issue of recovery and all those matters regarding healing, health, hygiene, safety, all those matters being offended by individuals coveting from my personal items and belongings and my personal information. So, for the intent and purpose of crime prevention, I suppose, I would advise, in the best interests of people that have debts owing to my name, to be careful about recommitting crime against my good name, character, and reputation on behalf of farm fraud. Those that are a part of false reporting are putting their lives at risk and putting their children's safety at risk. They haven't paid their debts and they're a very dangerous defamation of my good name. So I would hate for mental health practitioners to be offending Narcotics Anonymous and the recovery that I'm responsible for. So this is for the interests of the European Union as well. There have been huge crime prevention endeavours as a consequence of me, and there is still crime being conducted. So those putting children's lives at risk with crime, please be aware that January 2017 is quite a serious offence that my child and I have endured, with slanderers in this society spitting and dirtying and contaminating this country. So I hope people having short memories or short minds or short sightedness in such a short space of time since 2017, I hope everyone is aware that I'm still experiencing people mentally disturbed offending COVID-19, and that is a risk to children's safety. So anyone thinking of recommitting crime on behalf of those dirtying society, please be careful about your children's safety and the future safety of Ireland, Great Britain, Europe, mainland as well, where there has been huge progress in legislation from my credentials and qualifications. Those that have been circulating stolen wealth from me, I hope the ECB and IMF are aware of the dangers of what theft and fraud I have experienced. So it's a sad sign of the times. Creative intellectual property theft from my portfolio isn't making the arts scene any safer, with more theft and fraud being conducted, unfortunately. So I hope the United Nations knows the sinister nature of all the blasphemy and bigamy I'm tolerating, and the dangerous issue of my child exposed to unlawful circumstances, unforgivable conditions since January 2017 as a consequence of people contaminating our society. So I hope the authorities are aware of the wrongdoings against whistleblower protection laws I'm tolerating, having worked with the Agriculture Department, with TAMS 2, education since 2006, and social Welfare and Family Affairs since 2003. Those offending the law are offending their children's safety. So please be careful about debts that I'm still owed being exacerbated and those children being put at risk, unfortunately, by people that can't behave properly. As I've said before, my name isn't to be used in any slander or false reporting, and those offending my farmland and my nuptials are putting a very dangerous toll on them with the Roman Catholic Church, with crimes of blasphemy against my faith and family. So this is just an update with ongoing crimes being conducted against all my crime prevention and those that are using my name illegally and spending wealth stolen from my family name and my earnings and entitlements. So this is a huge crime of financial abuse and the abuse of my endeavours and initiatives as a humanitarian. So I hope the United Nations is aware of what dangers are being done to the declaration by people that aren't fit for society of ending COVID-19 and suffering obviously from untreated mental illness and issues regarding slander, defamation and false reporting of a good name that they have been spending huge stolen wealth from. It's a sad sign of the times. This is dating from 2006 in Tralee, County Kerry to the present date. I'd appreciate the European Court of Human Rights addressing these crimes. It would be greatly appreciated.